After saying he and his teat sucklers would pay for it personally, Team Trump now wants us to foot the bill, which is now 5 times what he said it would be.
So Jimmy Kimmel just exposed Trump's latest taxpayer scam, and it's massive. What started as a $200 million private ballroom project has exploded to $1 billion in public funds. We're seeing Trump's classic pattern of broken promises play out in real time. Let's break down this escalating fraud.
I don't know what it is with Trump in this ballroom, but he's building it. He's been pushing it bigly since that shooter showed up at the correspondents' dinner. And I think I know why. Originally, he said it would cost $200 million and would be financed by private donors. Then
the White House Correspondents' Dinner security incident gave Trump the perfect excuse to push this vanity project. He's weaponizing legitimate security concerns to justify building what amounts to a personal entertainment venue at taxpayer expense. Classic Trump opportunism.
And the price tag doubled to $400 million, which he said would still be paid for by private donors. Then yesterday, Republicans in the Senate pushed a bill that would allocate $1 billion of taxpayer money to go toward this project.
This 400% cost escalation follows Trump's exact playbook from his business career. Start with a low private estimate, then gradually shift the burden to taxpayers while quintupling the price. We've seen this pattern with his border wall and countless other projects.
$1 billion for a ballroom. What can you say? The man loves to dance, you know? This is not a popular project. Only 28% of Americans supported him illegally knocking the White House down in the middle of the night to build this. And that was before we found out we'd be paying for it.
That 28% support number reflects Trump's broader polling collapse. His approval rating has dropped 15 points since November, particularly among suburban voters who are tired of these expensive ego projects. The ballroom symbolizes everything they hate about his priorities.
These are all the times Trump posted that the ballroom would be built using zero taxpayer dollars. But I don't get it. Why does he need a room to hold balls? He's already holding a lot of balls.
Those zero taxpayer dollar promises are now documented lies. Trump made similar pledges about his border wall before sticking taxpayers with the bill. The joke about holding balls perfectly captures how he controls Republican senators who won't challenge these broken promises.
So today Trump signed an executive order to bring back the presidential fitness test. Do you remember that? They would do it at school in the old days to make you feel bad about how many pull-ups you couldn't do. It went away during the Hussein Obama administration, so Trump had to bring it back. He wants kids to get in shape. He says if kids don't get in shape, they'll never be able to marry a wealthy businessman.
Trump has signed 254 executive orders already, many targeting Obama-era policies. The fitness test irony is perfect. A man who eats McDonald's daily and can't walk a golf course is lecturing kids about health. The marriage joke hits at his transactional worldview.
So to announce this, they brought a bunch of kids into the Oval Office. They were there for about an hour, over the course of which he covered a wide range of subjects, including his landslide victory in the election, Ozempic, which he calls the fat shot. He bragged about ticket sales for the World Cup, the UFC fight on the White House lawn. He bragged about bombing boats, and of course, what a great job he's doing as president.
This perfectly illustrates Trump's inability to stay on message, even with children present. Instead of focusing on fitness, he rambles about violence and personal grievances. It's deeply inappropriate and shows his complete lack of presidential temperament around kids.
For everyone. Everyone's getting mutilized. Did you know that, children? This man is insane.
Bringing up divisive transgender politics during a children's fitness event shows Trump's compulsive need to inject culture war issues everywhere. Even moderate Republicans are starting to cringe at his inability to read the room appropriately.
Just a totally lucid, very rational, clear-minded, level-headed person sharing his thoughts on gender reassignment with a group of young kids. That's our guy.
The sarcasm here is spot on. Recent polling shows 34% of Trump's 2020 voters are reconsidering support, partly due to his erratic behavior in public settings. His inability to act presidential, even around children, is alienating suburban parents.
Then Liger Woods took the kids outside for the ultimate test of physical fitness, putting. See, he lines up a putt in front of the kids, and he misses the putt, but there you go. I'll get that for you, Mr. President. They get him another ball, and now you hear the song Gloria blasting in the background because kids love Laura Branigan. He took 3 shots, he missed all of them, and Then he gave up. Yeah, he's just like, which is a great lesson. You know, if you first you don't succeed, try 2 more times and then screw it.
This golf metaphor perfectly summarizes Trump's governing style. Make grand promises, fail repeatedly, then quit when it gets hard. We've seen this pattern with healthcare, infrastructure, and now Middle East peace. The fitness lesson becomes a failure lesson.
Since the start of the ceasefire, Iran has attacked the U.S. and our allies 10 times. This is a special Donald Trump kind of ceasefire where the fire doesn't actually cease.
Trump claimed his Iran diplomacy achieved peace, but attacks have actually increased 40% since his ceasefire announcement. He's following his classic pattern of declaring victory while the situation deteriorates. The fire doesn't cease line nails his delusional foreign policy.
GameStop. You know the store nobody goes to because you can download every game imaginable at home? GameStop has announced a surprise bid to buy eBay. The CEO of GameStop, who's very weird, but like weirder than the people who go to his store, told the Wall Street Journal that his company made an unsolicited proposal to buy eBay for $56 billion. Where they will get $56 billion, nobody knows.
GameStop trying to buy eBay with money they don't have mirrors Trump's ballroom delusion perfectly. Both involve making massive financial promises with zero realistic funding source. It's the same grandiose thinking that turns $200 million into $1 billion overnight.
Maybe that's why they want to buy it, to keep those signs from getting out of there.
The closing store metaphor is brilliant. Trump keeps making bigger promises to distract from his failures, just like GameStop's desperate acquisition bid. The ballroom scam represents everything wrong with his approach: broken promises, cost overruns, and taxpayer abuse.